All right, just like the practice problems with demand, we're going to look at a few on the supply side. So just like the shifters of the demand curve, there are the shifters of supply that move the entire supply curve either to the right or to the left. Again, you're going to need to review those supply shifters if you have, if you're not familiar with them, either from your textbook reading or from one of my previous videos. Make sure we understand the difference between a shift in supply and a change in the quantity supplied. Um, so same process, we're going to graph the items in parentheses. That is the actual market that we're looking at. So for the first one here, we're looking at the market for beef. So the first one says an increase in the price of hay, which is used to feed cattle. What impact is an increase in the price of hay going to have on the market for beef? So we'll use our supply and demand model. Again, we are just using supply. Now this curve is going to look different than our demand curve, obviously. Demand curve has a negative slope, supply curve has positive. We should know and understand the law of supply. Right, as prices increase, we see the quantity or amount of supply increase as well. So it's going to be an upsloping as price rises. The quantity supplied is increasing, and we should understand that. So here we look at an increase in the price of hay. And one of the things when it comes to supply, if you want to think about anything that increases costs, whether it's taxes, whether it's increase in input prices, cost of resources, anything that's going to make something more expensive to produce is going to decrease supply. So that's kind of a good rule of thumb to think about here. So if an increase in the price of hay, if it costs more to feed cattle, we can probably assume that it's going to decrease the supply of beef. And now when we say decrease, we're talking about a shift to the left. Okay, that's why I don't like to say supply goes up or supply goes down. Looking here, this supply curve actually looks like it's kind of moving up, but this is a decrease in supply. So we put S2, and this is a change in, right? We have to state the reason why. This is a change in input prices. So an increase in input prices is going to shift supply to the left. So draw your supply and demand curve, label it S1, and then indicate if that curve is going to shift to the right or to the left. All right, good luck.